Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends. This is Thanksgiving week. It's Monday, November the 23rd, and it's a little hard to believe. Thanksgiving is this week and then the start of the Christmas season. And this is a time of the year that many people are excited about, but it's also the time of the year when folks start getting stressed out because so much pressure is put on all of us, or many times we put that pressure on ourselves because we feel we have to accomplish so much between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Well, today we're going to talk about how we can relax and enjoy the holidays a little bit better. I have Dr. David Newman with us from Missouri Hypnotherapy and Research Center in Jefferson City. Good to have you on Radio Friends,
Thank
David.
you. I enjoy it.
Now, Missouri Hypnotherapy and Research Center teaches people self-hypnosis, right?
Sure.
Let's talk first of all about what is hypnosis.
Okay. I'm going to give the audience a definition of hypnosis that you've never heard before. And what hypnosis is an overload of message units.
It's what?
It's the overload of message units. And so let me explain that. If you were in the office, I'd actually draw a little diagram for you. But between the ages of 8 and 14, we develop our very first set of filters, and we call that the critical cortex. What that does is when the conscious mind gets overloaded, all of this information is stored in the critical cortex, and then later on the critical cortex downloads that into the subconscious mind. So to give you an idea of what it feels like to be overloaded with message units, just think of your very first day at school or your very first day at a new job, something like that, and they're hitting you with all of this information and you feel overwhelmed, you feel overloaded. I'm never going to get it all straight. What forms do I use and what happens? You give yourself a couple of weeks and you don't even think about it anymore. I've actually got clients that I've gone over to their office, a person hollers in, hey, I need a form, da-da-da-da-da-da, and they are looking at me, reach down in their desk, pull it out, and hand it to them. They've never even looked. That's because the subconscious has internalized it. It understands that that's a known, and as long as that file stays where it is, they'll never have to look again.
Okay, you're describing the mind almost as a computer.
It is. It is, and that is the most wonderful thing that most people don't understand. God, the creator, whatever you want to call it, gave us one of the most magnificent computers in the world. It can do multiple calculations without any type of limitations at all, and it can do it just like that. The subconscious, which is what I majored in, as a subconscious behaviorist, does not understand the difference between fact or fantasy, reality or something else that's just fiction. So literally, if your subconscious accepts something as the truth, it will manifest it as the truth, and you'll have that. That's where we start getting things like the laws of attraction. I want this, I put it out to the universe, it'll come back. If you happen to be a religious person and you read the miracles that Jesus did, for example, Jesus always said, if you believe it is done, it is done. Well, what we looked at, as we understand now, is if you know it in the subconscious that it's done, you believe that it's done, you act as if it is done. It is done. The subconscious will make that happen.
What you're saying is, if you believe something strong enough, that your subconscious is going to make it happen.
Exactly right.
So how does hypnosis fit into this?
Hypnosis allows us to make changes very, very quickly. And the way that we do that is we overload the conscious mind with message units. We trigger the fight or flight response, and we give the body a place to go, and that's in hypnosis. So from all outward appearances, if you're in hypnosis, what's called heterohypnosis with a hypnotherapist, then you appear to be asleep. You're anything but asleep. You are super aware of everything. And then the hypnotherapist is no longer talking to the conscious mind and is bypassing the critical cortex. Now it's talking directly to the subconscious. It finds the known that we don't like, vents it out, very similar to a dream state, and replaces that with a positive known that we do want. And when we do that, it's just that fast. And you come up and it's done.
As far as hypnosis, when you watch a show,
sure,
you see someone on stage, sometimes people will act ridiculous when they're under hypnosis. But you were telling me earlier that we will not do anything that we would not do consciously under hypnosis. Is that correct?
Yes and no. Let me explain the difference. A stage hypnotist is looking for a unique person that's called a somnambulist. This is a person that goes in and out of hypnosis all the time, which we all do, but very, very easily, very, very quickly. They're not really right brain or left brain dominant. They're right there in the middle, so it's very easy, and you'll take suggestions very easy. So when a stage hypnotist gets a person up on stage, Here's the big secret, okay? I'm going to let your whole audience know. When the people go up on stage, they're already hypnotized. They just don't know it.
Because they want to do something.
No,
right?
no. It's because when they've got you in the audience and they're having you, we're going to do heavy and light, we're going to do rabbit ears, we're going to do all this stuff, they're already putting him into hypnosis. Now, the somnambulist will go under very, very quickly. That's what they're watching for. And there's certain physical signs that the body will give to let us know that you're in hypnosis. Then they say, now, I'd like you and you and you, come on up and be on our show. And you go up because, first of all, you want to a point. The other side is you're under hypnosis, so your suggestibility is high.
We're almost out of time, but I want you to talk just briefly. We got about a minute and a half.
Okay.
How can we put ourselves into a relaxed state during the holidays when we have so much coming at us at one time?
Let me give you the recipe, the same recipe that I teach all of my students. The first thing you do is try to sit in a straight back chair. Okay, don't lean back because I don't want you to go to sleep. Sit in a straight back chair. Simply focus on a point in the distance that's slightly above eye level. Okay, keep your head straight, but just focus up just like I'm doing. And as you focus up, keep your eyes there and focus on your breathing, in and out. And when you notice that you've had a change in your breathing, it's beginning to get a little bit deeper, but a little bit slower, okay, then start adding in additional suggestions. And that, what I always suggest, is start imagining or visualizing that you're in a very pleasant place. You know, what I refer to as a happy place. It could be a place that you've been to or a place that you've always wanted to go. Start visioning that, and when you see that, then start moving into the other things. And what you'll find is that your pulse rate will drop, blood pressure will drop, your cholesterol will drop, a lot of other things. This works extremely well with pain. It works well with stress, any type of anxiety, even if it's just the kids are getting onto my nerves and I just need a chance to take a break. That's the secret.
Okay. If people would like to have more information, they can contact you at Missouri Hypnotherapy and Research Center. And what's your phone number?
Sure. It's 888-604-9997.
Okay. Dr. David Newman, thank you so much for coming by. And I feel more relaxed already.
Thank you so much.
All right, our pleasure. Dr. David Newman from Missouri Hypnotherapy and Research Center. Tomorrow we're going to talk about neighborhood services and youth sports on Radio Friends. And if you would like to hear or see this program again, go to kbia.org. You can download it as a vodcast, watch it, or a podcast and listen to it. Our director, Travis McMillan. Audio is Pat Akers. Assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. And our floor director is Andrew Orozco. We will see you tomorrow at 8:50 on Radio Friends here on KBIA. Thank you for joining us today. Have yourself a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.